So now I will explain about the properties of inverse trigonometric functions. So properties of inverse trigonometric functions. Here it is one of the important things you have to keep it in the mind. Sine inverse of x equals to x. The answer is what? Same. But this is x belongs to what? -1 to 1. Okay, so this x is belongs to -1 to 1. And sine inverse of sine of x means this x is belongs to what? -π/2 to π/2. So one is domain and another one is range. So you know that which is range and which is domain here. Okay, so it is about inverse trigonometric functions. So now in this same way we can find some properties like sine inverse of 1 by x equals to cos inverse of x. X is greater than or equals to 1 or less than or equals to -1. The condition is -1 to 1. You know that. Now another one is, second one is cos inverse of 1 by x equals to secant inverse of x. So x is greater than or equals to 1 or x is less than or equals to -1. And the third property for this is tan inverse of 1 by x equals to cot inverse of x. X is greater than 0. So now we have to prove this. How to prove this? Okay. So now here first one I will explain to how to simplify this. Sine inverse of 1 by x equals to what is that? Cosec inverse of x. We have to prove this. So how to prove this? First I am taking this cosec inverse of x. I am taking it is what? Y. Okay, so cosec inverse x equals to what? I am taking as y. Clear? So now x equals to what? We can write this cosec inverse goes to other side. It is what? Cosec y. Okay, so x equals to what? Cosec y. We can write. Now 1 divided by x and 1 divided by cosec y. So we will get the same. There is no change. Why? We need to convert into what? Sine. So when we are getting sine, you know that reciprocal form 1 divided by cosecant theta equals to what? Sine theta. Clear? So now I am writing 1 divided by x as it is. Then this can be written as 1 divided by cosecant y can be written as sine y. Okay, so this can be written as what? Sine y. So now y equals to what? We can write this term goes to other side. It is y equals to sine inverse of 1 by x. So sine goes to other side is sine inverse. Y equals to sine inverse of 1 by x. Already we considered let or put cosec inverse of x equals to y we consider. Therefore sine inverse of 1 by x equals to what? Cosec inverse x. Clear? So this is our first part. Next in the second one, it is what? Cos inverse of 1 by x equals to secant inverse of x. Cos inverse of 1 by x. Cos inverse of 1 by x equals to secant inverse of x. So same way put secant inverse x equals to y we have to consider. Now x equals to what? Secant y. So secant is goes to other side is what? Secant y we are getting. Now 1 divided by x equals to 1 divided by secant y. This can be written as cos y. 1 divided by secant theta is cos theta. You know that. So now y as it is you write on y. Then this term comes to this side is what? Cos inverse of 1 by x. So now cos inverse of 1 by x equals to what? Y. Y we are considering it is secant inverse of x. So similarly the last one is tan inverse of 1 by x equals to cot inverse of x. This one you can find out. Similarly same way you can simplify it. Now next another type of the result. So this is first type of properties, and the second type of properties also contains the 3. Sine inverse of minus x equals to what? Minus sine inverse x. So x is belongs to what? -1 to 1. Next, how can you prove this one now? Sine inverse of minus sine inverse x. Sine inverse of minus x. Okay, so here I'm taking sine inverse of x, sine inverse of minus x I am taking as y. Okay, sine inverse of minus x I am taking it as y. So now this is what minus x equals to, this term goes to other side is sine y. Clear? Minus x equals to what? Sine y. Now x equals to how much? What we can write? X equals to minus sine y we can write. So now x equals to sine of this can be written as minus y, no? Minus y we can write. So sine x equals to sine of minus y. Now send this sine to this side, what we are getting? Sine inverse of x equals to what? Minus y. So can be written as sine inverse of x equals to minus y. What is y? Y is minus sine inverse of minus x. No, y is can be written as sine inverse of minus x. Already we taken, that is. Now this minus sign goes to this side. What we are getting? Minus sine inverse of x equals to sine inverse of minus x. So now this is a proof or not? Sine inverse of minus x is there here. Then therefore what is the final result? Therefore sine inverse of minus x equals to minus sine inverse of x. So this is a proof. This is the next type of property. Sine inverse of minus x equals to minus sine inverse of x. This is a very important one. So in the similarly we can find out the next one. Tan inverse of minus x equals to minus tan inverse of x. Minus tan inverse of x. So this also we have to take it as the same way. How can you take it this one? Tan inverse of minus x equals to what? Y. Then minus x equals to tan y. Minus x equals to tan y. Clear? So now x equals to what? Minus tan y. So this minus sent to other side, it's minus tan y. Now then x equals to what? Tan y, tan of minus y we can write. X equals to tan of minus y. Now send this tan to this side. Tan inverse of x equals to minus y. So now tan inverse of x equals to minus y can be written as this one. Tan inverse of minus x. So what we have to prove it? Tan inverse of minus x equals to minus tan inverse of x. Send this minus to other side. Minus tan inverse of x equals to tan inverse of minus x. So this is our one more proof. This is a one more proof. Next one more type you will get like this, cosecant. One more type, it is what? Cosecant. Cosecant inverse of minus x equals to minus cosec inverse x. So minus cosec inverse x. Same way we have to consider this also. What is that? Cosec inverse of minus x equals to y. Then this term, cosec term goes to other side is minus x equals to cosec y. Cosec y. Send this minus to other side. X equals to minus cosec y. Then x equals to cosec of minus y. Then we can send this term to here. Cosec inverse of x equals to minus y. So next last step is cosec of x inverse of x equals to minus y. We are taken as cosec inverse of minus x. Send this term to other side. It is what? Minus cosec inverse of x equals to cosec inverse of minus x. So this is the second type of properties are over. So second type property, first type property is sine inverse of 1 by x equals to cosec inverse of x. Next cos inverse of 1 by x equals to secant inverse of x. Tan inverse of 1 by x equals to cot inverse of x. Next second type it is sine inverse of minus x equals to minus sine inverse x. Tan inverse of minus x equals to minus tan inverse of x. And lastly it is cosecant inverse of minus x equals to minus cosecant inverse of x. Now in the similarly the third property It is cos inverse of minus x equals to pi minus cos inverse of x. So this is a one type. And accordingly secant inverse and cot inverse also we will get that pi minus. How we are getting? Let us see now. So let cos inverse of minus x, cos inverse of minus x, I am considering it as y. Now minus x equals to what? Cos y, right? Minus x equals to cos y. Now x equals to what we are getting? Same type, same procedure what we have followed in the previous result, the same type. But here x equals to minus cos y. When we are getting minus cos y, cos of pi minus y. You know that first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant result. So cos of minus cos y can be written as cos of pi minus y. Pi minus y, it is minus cos y. So now send this cos to this side, we will get cos inverse of x equals to pi minus y. Okay, so now cos inverse of x equals to cos inverse of x equals to what you are getting? Pi minus this y is cos inverse of minus x. So now this one we have to place here and this one sent to other side. So now cos inverse of minus x, so minus sign is there, no, this term goes to other side is plus. So pi, this plus goes to other side is minus cos inverse of x. Clear? So now cos inverse of minus x equals to pi minus cos inverse of x. But in the other case, sin, tan and cosec, directly we can write cosec inverse of minus x can be written as minus cosecant inverse of x. But in the cos, secant and cot, it is not like this. We have to write pi minus. Okay. So similarly, I will explain that one more term. Secant inverse of x minus x equals to what is that? Pi minus secant inverse of x. So the same type, how we simplify this cos, the same way I am considering secant inverse of minus x equals to, I am considering it as y. So now minus x equals to secant goes to other side is secant y. Then x equals to minus secant y. Minus secant y. So you have to remove that minus sign, means pi, secant of pi minus y. Secant of pi minus y. So secant of pi minus y is the secant sent to other side, it is what? Secant inverse of x equals to pi minus y we are getting. Now secant inverse of x equals to pi minus y, we are considering it as secant inverse of minus x. So send this term to other side, therefore secant inverse of minus x equals to pi minus secant inverse x. So this is the one result. Similarly, we can find cot inverse. Cot inverse of minus x equals to pi minus cot inverse of x. So how can we simplify this? Same way, the previous, the two terms we simplified, no? The same way. Cot inverse of minus x, we have to considering it as y. So now this cot goes to other side is minus x equals to cot y. Then x equals to minus cot y. So you may ask, sir, this minus, it is not possible to go inside that bracket. No, it is not possible. Why? That quadrants are different. Pi minus theta is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, it is a, okay. So now cot of pi minus y. So that implies cot inverse of x equals to pi minus y. Now cot inverse of x equals to pi minus y, we are considering it as cot inverse of minus x. So now this is what? Cot inverse of minus x equals to pi minus cot inverse of x. So I hope that all of you clear these three results. Now fourth result is a very important result. Fourth result, it may comes in the exam for 2 marks also. So prove that sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x equals to what? Pi by 2, that is x belongs to minus 1 comma 1. So this prove that it came in the many times. How to prove this now? So this type of one more type it is there. Tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x equals to pi by 2, and cosec inverse of x plus secant inverse of x is also what? It is pi by 2. So these are the results are very important to find the problem, simplifying the problems. Okay. So now this one now, sine inverse of plus cos inverse x equals to pi by 2. So now I am taking, let sine inverse of x equals to y I am taking now. Sine inverse of x equals to y. Okay. So now what we can write? X equals to sine y we can write now. X equals to sine y. So now you know that in the first year you studied sine of pi by 2 plus theta or sine of pi by 2 minus theta or 3 pi by 2 plus theta 3 pi by 2 minus theta, it becomes what? Cos. Pi minus theta, pi plus theta, 2 pi plus theta or 2 pi minus theta. So like this terms are comes means it is a what? Sine becomes sine and cos becomes cos. So now here in the place of sine y I want to write it is what? Cos of pi by 2 minus y or not. Cos of pi by 2 minus theta is sine theta. Cos of pi by 2 minus theta is sine theta. This is the first quadrant. There is no change in the sign. So directly we can write pi by 2 minus y. Now I am sending this cos to other side. What I am getting? Therefore cos inverse of x equals to pi by 2 minus y. Cos inverse of x equals to pi by 2 minus y. Now I am sending this minus y to this side. Y plus cos inverse of x equals to pi by 2. Y I am taken as sine inverse of x. Sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x equals to what? Pi by 2. So very simple or not? So this is also one of the 2 marks questions. This is the way we can simplify this problem. Okay. Similarly, one more question I will explain now. Tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x equals to pi by 2, but here it is what? Tan is there, x belongs to r. Okay, x belongs to r. The same type how we simplified the previous one, this is also what? Same way we can simplify it. Let tan inverse of x equals to what? Y I am taking. Now x equals to what we can write? Tan y. So tan y is converting into cot to pi by 2 minus y. In the first quadrant all the terms are same. So now this cot comes to this side, it is cot inverse x equals to pi by 2 minus y. Y is goes to other side, it is y plus cot inverse of x equals to pi by 2. So y it is what? Tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x equals to pi by 2. So these all are the simple things you should remember. So next one more, it is that you can find out this one. So that is the last result. It is what? Cosec inverse x plus secant inverse x equals to pi by 2, but it is a modulus of x is less greater than or equals to 1. So this is what condition you have to remember. So this you can simplify it. Same way you can simplify it. So these are the 3 results. Sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x equals to pi by 2. Tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x equals to pi by 2. And lastly it is cosec inverse of x plus secant inverse of x equals to what? Pi by 2. So this is a very important one. So next, similarly, the next results, fifth one, fifth result. How can you simplify that fifth result? You can see tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y equals to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. So xy is greater than 1, the condition. It should not be 1. Okay. So now here tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y equals to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus y. So last year you studied tan of a plus b. Tan of a plus b. What is the formula to find the tan of a plus b? It is what? Tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a into tan b. Clear? So this is one of the important terms we are applying here. Before that I am taking here tan inverse of x equals to what? I am taking as theta. Okay. Now the x equals to what? Tan theta. X equals to what? Tan theta we can write. Now tan inverse of y equals to phi I am taking. Now y equals to what? Tan phi we can write. Clear? So now I am taking that RHS. I am taking it's what RHS or LHS. What we can take it? X plus x equals to what? Tan theta and y equals to what? Tan phi we are getting. So now tan of theta plus phi equals to what now? Tan of theta plus phi. So here only I wrote tan of a plus b. Tan of a plus b equals to tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a into tan b, right? So now here it is tan theta plus tan phi divided by 1 minus tan theta into tan phi. So tan theta is considering it as x plus tan phi is what? Y divided by 1 minus x into y. So this is what? Tan of theta plus phi equals to x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Now theta plus phi equals to tan goes to other side. It is what? Tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. So clear now? Now theta place what we can write? Tan inverse of x plus phi place what we can write? Tan inverse of y equals to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. So this is one of the very important result. So similarly one more result it is there here. Tan inverse x minus tan inverse y equals to tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. Okay, so here it is what? The same way we can simplify it. Tan inverse of x equals to theta and tan inverse of y equals to phi. You take down x equals to tan theta and y equals to tan phi. Instead of theta plus phi, we have to consider it as theta minus phi. You know that tan a minus tan beta. Tan a minus b, it is equals to what is the result? Tan a minus tan b divided by tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a into tan b. That result we have to apply it. Okay. So now this is the what? Over. Clear? So you can simplify it. So this result also you should be remember. What is that? Tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y equals to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Next another one is tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y equals to tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. Next similarly that one more result is also there we can remember. So what is that? Remember tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y equals to pi plus tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Okay, this also result we can use. This result also we can use. Clear? So next sixth one, 2 tan inverse of x equals to sine inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square. So modulus of x is less than or equals to 1. So this is the first one. And the second one, This also can be written as cos inverse of 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square. The condition is x is greater than or equal to 0. And this also can be written as tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x square. So it is what? Minus 1 is less than x and less than y. So here you know that tan 2 theta, tan theta, so all the terms you studied in the first year. So 2 tan inverse x is there. There are three results are there. One is sin inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square, and another one is cos inverse of 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square, and the third result is tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x square. So tan inverse. Now how can you prove this one now? Here 2 tan inverse of x is there, but we cannot take that it is a 2 tan inverse. I am taking, let tan inverse of x equals to what? Y I am taking. I am taking as tan inverse of x equals to y. So x equals to what we can write? Tan y we can write. X equals to tan y. So now I am taking the right hand side, this part I am taking sin inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square. So sin inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square. So now what is it? Sin inverse of 2x is tan y, 2 tan y divided by 1 plus tan square y. 2 tan y divided by 1 plus tan square y. You know that this is what one of the relation, it is sin 2 theta. Last year you studied sin 2 theta equals to 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. You know this result, no? So these are the very simple and small terms you should remember in the second year. Okay, so now here instead of all these terms I am writing here sin 2 theta. What can I write? Sin 2 theta. You know that sin inverse of sin theta is theta. Therefore, this can be written as what? 2 theta. So, sin inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square equals to 2 theta. This becomes 2. 2 equals to, sorry, it is what? Y. 2y. And this also what? Y. So, y equals to what? 2 tan inverse of x. So the answer is 2 tan inverse of x equals to sin inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square. Okay, so similarly you can write. So you know the formula. Sin 2 theta equals to what? 2 sin theta cos theta and 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. You know this, right? So now in that one more part, this part we have to apply, simplify it. So that I am taking it is what? Cos inverse of 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square. So now cos inverse of 1 minus tan square y divided by 1 plus tan square y. So this also you know this. So what is the result here? Cos 2 theta you studied. Cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta equals to what? One is cos square theta minus sin square theta, and another one is 1 minus tan square y divided by tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. So this result you should remember. So here I am writing cos inverse of cos 2y. Cos inverse of cos 2y. So cos inverse of cos 2y is 2y. So this can be written as 2 into tan inverse of x. So 2 tan inverse of x equals to what? Cos inverse of 1 minus x square divided by this one. Now third result, how to prove this? Tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x square. So this equals to tan inverse of 2 tan y divided by 1 minus tan square y. So this is equals to tan inverse of tan 2 theta. Similarly, how we are applying sin 2 theta and cos 2 theta, the same way here we have to apply what is that? Tan 2 theta. So tan 2 theta equals to 2 tan theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta, that is the result. So here it is what? Y. So now this can be written as 2y. So 2 into tan inverse of x. 2 into tan inverse of x. So tan inverse of x equals to y. This is for 2 into tan inverse of x. So this is also one of the very important concept. Clear? So now these are the 6 properties you should remember. So which are the 6 properties? Sin inverse of 1 divided by x equals to cosec inverse of x. Cos inverse of 1 by x equals to secant inverse of x. Tan inverse of 1 by x equals to cot inverse of x. Sin inverse of minus x equals to minus sin inverse of x. Tan inverse of minus x equals to minus tan inverse of x. Cosec inverse of minus x equals to minus cosecant inverse of x. Cos inverse of minus x equals to pi minus cos inverse of x. Secant inverse of minus x equals to pi minus secant inverse of x. Cot inverse of minus x equals to pi minus cot inverse of x. Next, these are the things. Fourth one, sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x equals to pi by 2. Tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x equals to pi by 2. And cosecant inverse of x plus secant inverse of x is also what is a pi by 2. Next, one more important result is tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y equals to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y equals to tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. Then the third result is tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. It is another one type form equals to pi plus tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Then the last sixth one, it is 2 tan inverse of x equals to sin inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square. 2 tan inverse of x can be written as cos inverse of 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square. Then tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x square. Okay, so these are the results we have to apply to find the solution of the problems. Okay, so now we'll move to that problems. Before that, you should remember all that trigonometric functions. Last year, which are the trigonometric functions you studied? Sin 2 theta you studied, cos 2 theta, tan 2 theta, sin 3 theta, cos 3 theta, tan 3 theta. Then what are the angles of 15 degree, 75 degree? So those all are the results you should remember to prove the exercise number 2.2, that examples. Okay, clear? So now I will start with that exercise number 2.2. So clearly understand. So these are very important problems as well as very simple also. Easily you can understand it. If you know that basic small terms, if you know, means this is very easy. Now exercise 2.2. Exercise 2.2. So first question, there are first 4 questions are there in that. So that all the 4 questions are, it's like same type. It is a prove that. First one is 3 sin inverse of x equals to sin inverse of 3x minus 4x cube. Second one is 3 cos inverse of x equals to cos inverse of 4x cube minus 3x. Then next third one is tan inverse of 2 by 11 plus tan inverse of 7 by 24 equals to tan inverse of 1 by 2. Then here fourth one is 2 tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 7 equals to tan inverse of 31 divided by 17. So now I will explain these 4 questions. So in that first question, it is 3 sin inverse x equals to sin inverse of 3x minus 4x cube. The condition is given what? X is belongs to minus 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. Okay, so that is a condition, it's applied here. So now I have to take this sin inverse of x, I have to take it as theta. Okay, so let sin inverse of x, I am considering it as theta. So x equals to what I can write? Sin theta I can write. This is what inverse trigonometric function and this is our normal function. So x equals to sin theta I can write. So now I am taking that RHS sin inverse of 3x minus 4x cube. So here in the place of x I am writing the sin theta, sin inverse of 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. 4 sin cube theta. So here already I said you have to remember all the trigonometric functions. 3 sin theta minus 4 cos cube theta is sin 3 theta. Okay, so you know that sin 3 theta equals to what? 3 sin theta minus 4 sine cube theta. This term you should remember. Okay, so in the place of 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta, I can write sine inverse of sine 3 theta I can write. Okay, so sine inverse of sine 3 theta is 3 theta. So now this becomes 3 into theta is what? Sine inverse of x. So this is what LHS. So I hope that is clear now. Sine inverse of 3x minus 4x cube is 3 sine inverse of x. So similarly, we can find out the second one now. 3 cos inverse of x equals to cos inverse of 4x cube minus 3x. The condition is x is belongs to 1 by 2 comma 1. Okay, so here the previous problem I consider it as sine inverse of x equals to theta, but in this problem I have to consider it as cos inverse of x equals to theta. Okay, so it becomes theta equals to what? Cos x. Cos theta x equals to what is that? Cos theta we are getting. Okay, so now the RHS is cos inverse of 4x cube minus 3x. So in place of x I can write a cos theta. Cos inverse of 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So this is also one of the identity. This is what? Cos 3 theta. Okay, so same way sin 3 theta equals to what? 3 sin theta minus 4 cos sin cube theta. Here it is what? 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta is cos inverse of 3 cos 3 theta. Okay, 3 cos 3 theta. So cos inverse of cos and then 3 theta. So answer becomes what? 3 theta, which becomes 3 equals to cos inverse of x. So 3 into cos inverse of x. So these two are over. Now the third one is, you can consider the third question now. So third question, tan inverse of 2 divided by 11 plus tan inverse of 7 divided by 24 equals to tan inverse of 1 divided by 2. So by seeing that problem, we can say the property tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y, no? So we have to apply that property. So that's why I am taking LHS now. Tan inverse of 2 divided by 11 plus tan inverse of 7 divided by 24. I can apply that property tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. So you know this property, right? So that property I want to apply now. This becomes tan inverse of x is 2 divided by 11 plus y is 7 divided by 24 divided by 1 minus 2 divided by 11 into 7 divided by 24. So this is our term. So now tan inverse of, to simplify this, so 11 and 24 it is there in the numerator, and what is the LCM we are getting, we have to check, and this is our 11 into 24. So now 2 into 24 plus 7 into 11 whole divided by, this is the what? So 2 ones are 2, 2 12s are 2 12s are. So otherwise no need to cancel these terms. If you are cancelling the numerator, I have to once again have to delete it. So LCM, directly I am taking the LCM, 11 into 24. So 11 into 24 means here you are getting 11 into 24 minus 2 into 7. So I can cancel these two terms now directly. Okay. So now tan inverse of these two, 2 into 24. 2 into 24 is 48 plus 7 into 11 is 77 divided by, so 11 into 24. 11 4s are 44, 2 remaining. 11 2s are 22. 22 plus 2 is 24. 244. 11 4s are 44. 264. Okay. Now minus 14. Minus 14. So this becomes tan inverse of what we are getting. You have to simplify this. 8 plus 7 is 5, 15. 1 carry. 8 plus 2 is 12. 125 divided by what we are getting. So minus subtraction. This becomes 0. And this is what 5. And this is what 1. Okay, so now tan inverse of, so you have to simplify this. So what is answer you are getting? 125 divided by 150, sorry, 125 divided by 250, sorry, here it is 2 is remaining, 250. So this is what 1 za and this is what 2 za. So the answer is what 2 divided by 2 equals to what RHS or not. If you are taking this LHS and this is what RHS we are getting. So normal steps are repeated here. What is the normal steps? The simplification steps are repeating. So now I move to that fourth question. So this is also a very simple problem. We have to apply that property. 2 tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 7 equals to tan inverse of 31 divided by 17. Okay, so here 2 tan inverse of 1 by 2. So last property we have to apply this. Which is the last property? That last property is 2 tan inverse of x. So sixth property, 2 tan inverse of x. There are equals to, there are three forms. One is sin inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square. Another one is cos inverse of 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square. Then another one is tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x square. So here which property I have to apply it here? Either it is sin or cos or tan. Yes, next term is what tan is there. So this one also is converting into tan. It means 2 tan inverse of x. So LHS I am taking now. LHS equals to 2 tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 7. This becomes, so this term only I am taking now, tan inverse of 2x, 2 into 1 by 2. So you know that tan inverse to tan inverse of x equals to tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x square. This is a property. Okay, so x is 1 divided by 2 here. This is what x. Now divided by 1 plus 1 divided by 2, sorry, 1 minus 1 divided by 2 whole square. So this is our term equals to, now tan inverse of, so 2 get cancelled, 1 is remaining, divided by 1 minus 1 by 4. 1 minus 1 by 4. Now next tan inverse of 1 is there in the numerator, then this is what is this? 1, then plus other term is there, plus 1 tan inverse of 1 by 7. Please don't miss this term. So I am applying only for the first term. The second term it is there here, plus tan inverse of 1 divided by 7. So now this one is tan inverse of 1 divided by, I want to take the LCM, 4 minus 1 divided by 4, then plus tan inverse of 1 by 7. Okay, now here I am continuing. Tan inverse of 1 divided by, what is remaining? 1 divided by 3 by 4 is remaining, right? Then plus tan inverse of 1 by 7. So this equals to what? So denominator term goes to numerator. What we are getting? 4 divided by 3. So tan inverse of, this is 3 divided by 4. It goes to numerator. It is 4 divided by 3 plus tan inverse of 1 by 7. Okay. So now this is what now tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. Tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. So these are the simple steps you should remember. Tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Okay. So now this is what tan inverse of directly 4 divided by 3 plus 1 divided by 7 whole divided by 1 minus 4 divided by 3 into 1 divided by 7 equals to tan inverse of, so this is our LCM, 3 into 7, the numerator it is 4 into 7 plus 1 into 3. Okay, this LCM you know how to simplify this, how to take the LCM and all. Now the denominator it is what? Here 3 into 7, then this is for 3 into 7 minus 4 into 1. Okay, so now this becomes tan inverse of, so denominator 3 into 7 and 3 into 7 get cancelled. 7 4s are 28 plus 3 1s are 3 divided by 7 3s are 21 minus 4 equals to tan inverse of, this is 31 divided by 17. 31 divided by 17. This is what equals to RHS. So we proved. What is this? 2 tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 7 equals to tan inverse of 31 divided by 17. I hope that these 4 problems all of you understood. So now the remaining problems, it is there in this other form. It is write the following functions in the simplest form. Write the following functions into the which form? It is the simplest form we have to write. So now first one is tan inverse of root of 1 plus x square minus 1 divided by x. X is not equals to 0. And so there are many problems are there. Okay. So now we will simplify this problems. So first one I am taking now, fifth one. How to simplify that fifth one? Tan inverse of root of 1 plus x square minus 1 divided by x. So x is does not equals to 0. So here tan inverse of 1 plus root of x square minus 1, x is does not equals to 0. So how can you simplify this? So we have to consider, to find the answer, x value you have to take it. So now we have to take that value as x. X equals to what we can consider it. Here outside tan inverse is there, so you can consider it as tan theta. Why means you know that the simple terms, basic identities, 1 plus tan square theta equals to secant square theta. Okay, so you know these all are the terms, no? 1 plus tan square theta equals to what? Secant square theta. Now next here you will get that answer, so that's why we have to consider it as x equals to tan theta. So now tan inverse of root of 1 plus tan square theta minus 1 divided by tan theta. So equals to what is this? Tan inverse of what I am getting? Already I said root of secant square theta minus 1 divided by tan theta. Okay, so now this implies tan inverse of secant square theta. It is root of secant square theta. This get cancelled. Secant theta minus 1 divided by tan theta is remaining. Secant theta minus 1 divided by tan theta. So now what we can simplify it here? Here secant theta can be written as 1 divided by cos theta, right? Minus 1 divided by tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta. So now we have to take the LCM in the numerator term. 1 minus cos theta, 1 minus cos 1 by cos theta minus 1. So 1 minus cos theta divided by cos theta whole divided by sin theta by cos theta. So this get cancelled. What is remaining? This is a very important one now. Tan inverse of 1 minus cos theta divided by sin theta I am getting. Okay. So now next further steps is very important. 1 minus cos theta, how can we write? And that denominator sin theta, how can we write? So I will write one term here now. Tan inverse of numerator term I am not writing. The denominator term I am writing now. 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2 I am writing. So how can I write like this? So you know that. What you know? Sin 2 theta you know. Sin 2 theta equals to what? 2 sin theta and cos theta here it is there. But instead of 2 theta, what is there here? Theta by 2 is there. Okay. So for example, here I will write sin 2 theta equals to what? 2 sin theta cos theta. Clear? 2 sin theta cos theta. So here I want only that sin theta means sin 2 into theta by 2. Okay, so sin 2 into theta by 2. So I need sin theta means 2 to get cancelled. So 2 into sin theta. It means what? 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2, no? So that's why here I am writing what? 2 sin theta by 2 and cos theta by 2. Similarly, 1 minus cos theta, how can we write? 2 sin square theta by 2. 2 sin square theta by 2. So how I am getting this result? 1 minus cos theta equals to 2 sin square theta by 2. 1 plus cos theta equals to 2 cos square theta by 2. How we are getting this result? 1 minus cos theta equals to 2 sin square theta by 2. So that is a very simple one. So you know this 1 minus cos theta equals to 2 sin square theta by 2. How we are getting? By using the formula. What is that relation? Cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta equals to what? 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Okay. So cos 2 theta equals to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Cos 2 theta equals to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. So 2 sin square theta equals to 1 minus cos 2 theta. But here it is what? Only the theta. Theta by 2 means here 1 minus cos theta. Okay. So now here some terms are get cancelled. 2 get cancelled. Sin square theta and sin theta get cancelled. So only that remaining it is what? Tan inverse of sin theta by 2 divided by cos theta by 2 is remaining. So now this becomes tan inverse of tan theta by 2 is remaining. So what is the answer we are getting? Theta divided by 2. Okay. So theta divided by 2 is here. Theta. How can we write that theta now? Theta divided by 2. So theta divided by 2 is theta equals to what? 1 divided by 2 tan inverse of x. This is our answer. So here x equals to tan theta we consider, then theta equals to what? Tan inverse of x. Clear? Tan inverse of x. So this is the way you have to simplify this problem. I hope that all of you clear now. So similarly I will explain that one more problem to you. That is what? Tan inverse of 6th one. Tan inverse of 1 divided by root of x square minus 1. Modulus of x is greater than 1. Okay. So now here also I have to take the same thing. Put x equals to what I have to consider. That is very important. Put x equals to what? So secant square theta minus 1 we are getting. We know that result. Secant square theta minus 1 is what? Tan square theta. Okay. So I am taking it secant theta. So x equals to secant theta, then theta equals to what? Secant inverse of x. Okay, now I am substituting this one. Tan inverse of 1 divided by root of secant square theta minus 1 I am taking. This implies tan inverse of 1 divided by square root of secant square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. Okay, secant square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. So now this becomes what? Tan square theta. Square and get cancelled. What is remaining? Tan inverse of 1 divided by tan theta. Tan inverse of 1 divided by tan theta. This tan inverse of 1 divided by tan theta can be written as cot theta. But I need tan inverse of tan theta I need. So that what is a small change I can do? Instead of cot theta I can write a tan of pi by 2 minus theta. You know this one terms. How to write this? So cot becomes, you have to turn into tan means pi by 2 minus theta. So now tan inverse and tan get cancelled. It is remaining what? Pi by 2 minus theta. So when pi by 2 value it is there, we know that pi by 2 minus theta equals to what is given? Secant inverse of x. So this is our value solution. Okay. So now I'll move to that 7th one. 7th problem. That's what? Tan inverse of root of 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x. Already I said in the previous problem, 1 minus cos x and 1 plus cos x, how can we write? So here I am not taking any consider or nothing. Okay, directly I am applying the formula. You know that 1 minus cos x equals to, here I substituted, what is that? 1 minus cos theta equals to 2 sin square theta by 2. Here I am substituting 2 sin square x by 2 divided by 1 plus cos is there. Instead of sin, what we have to take it? Cos square theta by 2. It means cos square x divided by 2. So now 2 get cancelled. This becomes tan inverse of tan square x by 2. Okay, so tan inverse of tan square x by 2. But this is what? Root. root and this square get cancelled. So that answer becomes tan inverse of tan x by 2. So tan inverse of tan x by 2 is becomes x divided by 2. It means 1 divided by 2 into x. So what is x? X is nothing. So answer is x divided by 2 or 1 divided by 2 into x. The previous problem x I am considering it as tan theta and here it is at secant theta. But here x I am not considering anything. So we have to put it as. So eighth one, how can you simplify that eighth one? This is also very simple. Tan inverse of cos x minus sin x divided by cos x plus sin x. Cos x plus sin x. So how to take this? How to take this? How to convert this? Okay. So now tan inverse of. Here cos x minus sin x and cos x plus sin x is there. I am dividing both numerator and denominator by cos x. Both numerator and denominator I am dividing by what? Cos x. So cos x by cos x minus sin x by cos x divided by cos x by cos x plus sin x by cos x. So this becomes what? Tan inverse of cos x and x get cancelled. 1 minus tan x, okay, divided by 1 plus tan x. 1 plus tan x. You know this result. 1 plus tan x divided by 1 minus tan x divided by 1 plus tan x. We can write that tan inverse of this type of problems we simplified already in the first year. So 1 place what I can write? Tan pi by 4. So you know that tan pi by 4 value is 1. Then minus tan x divided by 1 plus. So this can be written as what? 1 into tan x, no? Tan pi by 4 into tan x. Okay. So this becomes what now? Tan inverse of tan theta minus tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A into tan B means tan of pi by 4 minus x. Tan of pi by 4 minus x. So tan inverse of tan of pi by 4 minus x is pi by 4 minus x. Pi by 4 minus x. So here also I am not considering any that x value as a different one. So the answer is pi by 4 minus x. So now I'll move to that another problem, ninth one. Tan inverse of x divided by root of a square minus x square. A square minus x square. So now here I have to take it as put value I have to take it. So put what I can take now? Put x equals to a sin theta I can take. A sin theta. So put x equals to a sin theta. Okay. So now this becomes tan inverse of a sin theta divided by root of a square minus x square is a square sin square theta. So this becomes tan inverse of a sin theta divided by root of a square. I am taking the outside a square, then becomes 1 minus sin square theta. Clear? Understood all of you? Yes. So now tan inverse of a sin theta, numerator as it is we have to write a sin theta divided by, when you remove this square, a outside we are getting, a outside, then root of 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. So now tan inverse of a sin theta divided by a cos theta. Why it is cos theta? This root and this set cancel. So already why a outside came? A's root of a square is there. So a outside comes means a. Then a get cancelled. Which becomes tan inverse of tan theta. So tan inverse of tan theta. Sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. This becomes theta. So now theta equals to what now? Theta equals to, so here it is a given. Here it's taken as x equals to a sin theta. So now x divided by a sin theta, it is remaining. X divided by a equals to what? Sin theta. It means sine inverse of equals to, right? So now theta equals to what now? Theta equals to sine inverse of x divided by a. So here directly we can write sine inverse of x divided by a. So this is our solution. Sine inverse of x divided by a. Now next 10th one. So 10th question is tan inverse of 3a square x minus x cube divided by a cube minus 3ax square. So how to simplify this term now? So here we can take the terms of x, that is a tan theta we have to take. X equals to what? A tan theta. X equals to a tan theta. How can I simplify this? X equals to a tan theta. So I can substitute it now. Tan inverse of 3a square. A is a tan theta minus a cube tan cube theta divided by a cube tan cube theta divided by a cube minus 3a into a square tan square theta. Okay, so now this becomes tan inverse of 3a square into a is 3a cube tan theta. 3a cube tan theta minus a cube tan cube theta divided by a cube minus 3a cube tan square theta. Okay, so tan square theta. So here which term I can take it as a common term now? Tan inverse of here a cube I can take it outside. What is remaining? 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by a cube, I can take it outside, a cube 1 minus 3 tan square theta. So a cube get cancelled. It becomes tan inverse of 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta equals to tan inverse of tan 3 theta. So you know this, tan 3 theta. Tan 3 theta equals to 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. That's why these all are the small terms are very important. Okay, now this is equals to what? 3 theta. So now what about the 3 theta? Theta becomes what now? So here it is theta is there. A comes to this side, this is x divided by a equals to tan theta. Now theta is here, tan comes to this side, tan inverse of x by a equals to what? Theta. So theta plus what I can write? 3 into tan inverse of x divided by a. So I hope that all of you clear till question number 10. So now we have to simplify, find the value of next 5 questions. Question number 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15 we have to find the value of x. So here it is in the textbook, it is there. Question number 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So how to simplify this? Okay, now I'll move to the question number 11th one. Question number 11th one. Tan inverse of 2 cos of 2 sine inverse of 1 by 2. Okay, so we have to apply all the types of functions now. So here tan inverse of 2 cos of 2 sine inverse of 1 by 2, how can we write? So we know that value of sine. Okay, sine one function value, you know that. What value of sine? It is 1 by 2. Sine pi by 6. Okay, sine pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 means 30 degree. Sine 30 degree is how much? 1 divided by 2. So when you are applying that one, what is the answer you are getting? Tan inverse of 2 cos of 2 sine inverse of sine means what? Sine inverse of sine get cancelled. What is remaining? Pi divided by 6 is remaining. So then 2 1s are 2 3s are. Okay, so what is the answer you are getting? Tan inverse of 2 cos of pi by 3. 2 cos of pi by 3. So now tan inverse of 2 cos pi by 3. What's the value of cos pi by 3? Cos pi by 3 is 1 divided by 2. Into what is the value of 1? That is cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 is 1 divided by 2. This get cancelled. So what is remaining? Tan inverse of 1. So what about the tan inverse of 1? Tan inverse of 1 is tan inverse of tan pi by 4, means 45 degree, no? Tan pi by 4. This is what tan inverse of tan pi by 4 is pi by 4. So that answer is pi by 4. So it's very simple, but the previous problem and this problem little difference is there. So you have to follow according to this. Okay, now move to that question number 12th one. This is a very simple problem, but you should apply the one property tan alpha plus cot inverse of alpha. Okay, so cot of tan inverse of A, you can consider it as A also, or cot inverse of A also. So cot of tan inverse of A plus tan inverse of B equals to what? This is a property tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y equals to, or cot inverse of x equals to pi by 2. Pi by 2. This is our property. Property number 2, it says like this, no? Or 3. Tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x equals to what? Pi by 2. So this value becomes pi by 2. So what about the cot pi by 2? Cot 90 degree, it is what? 0 degree. Sorry, 0. Cot 90 degree, it is what? 0. So the answer is what? 0. So I hope that you are clear now. Now question number 13th one. Tan of 1 by 2, tan 1 by 2 of sine inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square. This is one of the identity, you know this, plus cos inverse of, by seeing the problem only you can identify which one I have to apply it here. Okay, so here what we have to apply to tan theta, we have to apply here tan function. This also what? Tan function you have to apply it here, right? So now tan of 1 divided by 2 of sine inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square, it is what? 2 tan inverse of x. So property number 7. You know this is what? Property number 7. This also what? It is a property number 7. It is what? 2 tan inverse of y. 2 tan inverse of y. So you know this. 2 tan inverse of x is sine inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square, and 2 tan inverse of x is cos inverse of 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square. You know this property. Property number 7. So here 2, we can take it outside. Tan of 1 divided by 2 of tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. So now 2 get cancelled. It is remaining tan of tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. So now tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y we can write as tan of tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. So now tan of tan inverse of this, or tan inverse of this, means the answer becomes x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. So this is the proof. So I hope that all of you understood this one now. So we have to apply that property, and here also we have to apply that property. Then directly that last, you know that tan inverse of tan of this also the answer is same, or tan of tan inverse of this also the answer is what? Same we are getting. So now question number 14th one. So question number 14th one, if sine of sine inverse of 1 by 5 plus cos inverse of x equals to 1, then find the value of x. So we have to find the value of x. X is question mark. So find the value of x. How to find that value of x here now? So here sine of sine inverse of 1 by 5 plus cos inverse of x equals to what? 1. But we know that, or we have What is that? Sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x equals to what? Pi by 2 we know, right? Sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x equals to pi by 2 we know that. So now cos inverse of x equals to pi by 2 minus sine inverse of x we can write pi by 2. The sine inverse of x goes to other side, it is what? Sine. So now the first, this equation you have to consider it as 1. Sine of sine inverse of 1 by 5 equals to this. So we will get this. So now equation 1 becomes, this becomes what we can write now? Sine of sine inverse of 1 by 5 as it is here, right? Plus cos inverse of x plus this, already I got this answer, it is what? Pi by 2 minus sine inverse of x equals to what? 1. Okay, so now sine inverse of 1 by 5, then minus sine inverse of x. So we got this one answer. So now this is, sine is goes to other side, what we are getting? So first sine inverse of 1 by 5 plus pi by 2 minus sine inverse of x equals to sine inverse of 1 or not? Sine inverse of 1. So this sine goes to other side is sine inverse of 1. So now here this side sine inverse of 1 by 5 plus pi by 2 minus sine inverse of x equals to sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2. Sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2. How we are getting that sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2? Sine inverse of sine pi by 2. Pi by 2 is 90 degrees. Sine 90 degrees is what? 1. So this becomes what? Pi by 2. No? So directly I am writing it is what? Pi by 2. So now this pi by 2 and this pi by 2 get cancelled. So this pi by 2 and this pi by 2 get cancelled. So now once again it's remaining 1 sine inverse of 1 by 5 equals to sine inverse of x. So now compare it. X place. What is that? This implies x equals to what? 1 divided by 5. So this is one more type of problem. So this question is asked in 2018. So this question is asked in where? When? 2018. Okay. So this is also one of the important question. So x equals to what? 1 divided by 5 is the last final answer. How we are getting the sine inverse of 1 by x equals to sine inverse of x? So send this term to other side. So now sine inverse get cancelled. Then comparison. Okay. So there is a value. So now similarly one more type of problem it is there. We can simplify that problem now. So how to get that answer? Tan inverse of x minus 1 divided by x minus 2 plus tan inverse of x plus 1 divided by x plus 2 equals to pi by 4. So we have to find the value of x. Now this is for tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y form. Okay, so tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y form. So directly we can apply this one. It is for tan inverse of x minus 1 divided by x plus 2 plus x plus 1 divided by x plus 2 divided by 1 minus x minus 1 divided by x plus 2 into x plus 1 divided by x plus 2. Okay, this is equals to tan inverse of. So LCM it is what? The same, only one single term it is there is LCM. Sorry, this is what? Minus, and this is minus. This is minus x minus 2. Okay, so now x minus 1 into x plus 2. So LCM, first of all I will take the LCM. If you don't know, x minus x plus 2 is LCM, no? So x minus 2 is there, so you have to multiply with x plus 2, and this is plus x plus 1 is there, you have to multiply with x minus 2. Okay, this is what LCM divided by the same thing. Here it is a product, and LCM it is x minus 2 into x plus 2 minus x minus 1 into x plus 1 divided by x minus 2 into x plus 2. So I plan to remove this one. Why? Denominator and denominator get cancelled. Equals to what is remaining? Pi by 4 is remaining. So now tan inverse of, what is the value you are getting? So you have to multiply this now. X into x is x square plus 2x minus x minus 2 plus x square minus 2x plus x minus 2 divided by x square minus 4 minus x square plus 1, okay, equals to what? Pi by 4. This is a simplification. So this get cancelled. Now tan inverse of x square and x square it is for 2x square. Then this get cancelled, and this is what? Minus 4 divided by minus 3 equals to pi by 4. Okay, now here value we got, it is like this: 2x square minus 4 divided by minus 3 equals to tan inverse of pi by 4. So tan inverse of pi by 4 means it is 1. Okay, this becomes what? 1. Tan inverse of pi by 4, it is what? Becomes, it is what? 1. Okay, so now send 2x square minus 4 equals to minus 3. Then send this term to other side. 2x square equals to minus 3 plus 4. This implies x square equals to 1 divided by 2. Then x equals to what? Plus or minus 1 divided by root 2. X equals to plus or minus 1 divided by root 2. This is our x value of this problem. So this question is asked in 2015. So when this question is asked, this question is asked in 2015. So this is a very simple way we have to simplify. This simplification form is only that value, tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y, we have to apply this. So for simplifying that method, we will get this solution. Okay. So one more important problem it is there. That problem is asked in many years, many times. That is tan inverse of 2x plus tan inverse of 3x equals to pi by 4. Find the value of x. So we have to find the value of x. So this question is asked in frequently all the years. Okay, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 19 also. So how to apply this? Same method we have to follow, the previous one only. It is what? Tan inverse of 2x plus 3x divided by 1 minus 2x into 3x equals to what? Pi by 4. So now 2x into 3x is 5x divided by 1 minus 6x square equals to tan pi by 4. Equals to what? Tan pi by 4. This is what? Tan inverse. This tan inverse is goes to other side. Sorry, here also what? Tan. Tan inverse is goes to other side. Tan. This becomes what? 1. So now 5x equals to 1 minus 6x square. This becomes 6x square plus 5x minus 1 equals to 0. This is our quadratic equation we are getting. So now in this quadratic equation you have to simplify it. So quadratic equation can be written as 6x square plus 6x minus 1x minus 1 equals to 0. So now 6x I am taking outside, x plus 1 is remaining, minus 1 I am taking outside, x plus 1 is remaining. So 6x minus 1 equals to 0 and x plus 1 equals to 0. So x equals to 1 divided by 6 and x equals to minus 1. But x equals to minus 1 does not exist. X does not exist. So what is the value of x is? X equals to 1 divided by 6. So this is a very important problem. Okay. So many times this question is asked in the question paper. See next question number 16, 17 and 18. We have to find the value of the expressions. Question number 16, 17 and 18. So 16th one now, sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3. So we have to find the value. Sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3. So how to find this value of 2 pi by 3? This 2 pi by 3 does not belongs to that range, it is what, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, right? Okay, so this is what, 2 pi by 3. So now this one is can be written as sine inverse of so 2 pi by 3 can be written as pi minus pi by 3, right? 2 pi by 3 can be written as pi minus pi by 3. So pi minus pi by 3, it means sine pi minus theta, it becomes what? Sine theta only. Pi by 2 is there means cos theta we have to write. But sine pi by pi minus theta is sine theta. So this can be written as sine inverse of sine pi by 3 we can write. So sine inverse of sine pi by 3 is becomes what? Pi by 3. So this is one of the different type problems. Next question number 17th one. Tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4. So tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4, then 3 pi by 4 is also same thing. This also not comes under the range. So that here it becomes tan inverse of tan pi minus pi by 4 we can write. So 3 pi by 4 means pi minus pi by 4. When you are taking that LCM 4 pi minus pi, 4 pi minus pi is 3 pi we are getting. So this becomes tan inverse of tan pi by 4. So that answer is what? Pi by 4. This is the solution. Okay. So now these are the solutions we can find like this. Now one more type problem, it's the 18th one. It's different from the other. Sine inverse of 3 by 5 plus cot inverse of 3 by 2. Cot inverse of 3 by 2. So here there is no value. We are not getting that any value here. So for that we have to apply that old method. It's a Pythagoras theorem method. We have to apply it. It's there in the first quadrant. Theta is formed here. So theta is sine. It is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. Okay. So 3 divided by 5. So 3 is here. Then 5 is here. What about this? This is what? 4. Okay, so this is hypotenuse 5 means this is 3, 4 and 5 we have to get. Clear? So now here tan of sine inverse of 3 by 5 plus cot inverse of 3 by 2, it is there already. But I was not considering this. I am taking a tan inverse of. What can I write? Tan inverse. Tan inverse I can written as 3 divided by 4. So tan theta is opposite by hypotenuse. Sorry, opposite by adjacent side, right? So tan, that is what? This one. Plus tan inverse of, this is answer is what? Ulta, 2 divided by 3 we can write. Cot inverse is 3 by 2 means tan inverse is 2 by 3. So now we can apply that property. So what is that? Tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. It is what? Tan inverse of 3 by 4 plus 2 by 3 divided by 1 minus 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. Okay, so now this becomes tan of tan inverse of LCM. So this is what? 3, 4 into 3, 3 into 3 plus 2 into 4, clear, divided by 4 into 3 minus 3 into 2 divided by 4 into 3. So this get cancelled. It becomes tan inverse of 3 3 is 9 my plus 4 2 is 8, then 4 3 is 12 minus 6. So this equals to tan inverse of 9 plus 8 is 17 divided by 6. So the answer is 17 divided by 6. So I hope that everyone is clear. All of you understood all these values. Clear? So now 19, 20th and 21 you have to find. This is multiple choice questions you will get in that question in that exam question paper also, but you have to find and you can find. Okay, so for example this one, how can you write? You know this, right? Sine of pi by 3 minus sine inverse of minus 1 divided by 2. So minus is there means minus comes to outside, it is what? Plus pi by 3 plus sine inverse of 1 by 2. Sine inverse of 1 by 2, when we are getting sine inverse of 1 by 2, sine 30 degree is 1 divided by 2. 30 degree means pi by 6 we can write. pi by 6. So then next we have to take that LCM and simplify it. You will get that one answer. So that is a method you have to follow it. You have to apply all the rules, which are the rules you know. All the rules you have to apply here. Okay, so now exercise 2.2 is also completed. Then all the properties are completed. Then remaining extra problems I will explain in the next video, including the miscellaneous examples. Thank you.